Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very intriguing news when it comes to the PlayStation Pro, like the PlayStation 5 Pro, as well as some more internal information that was showcased up from patents that would actually go and show up what is actually being changed, some new updates, and a lot of cool, interesting things when it comes to the PlayStation Pro, or more so the rumored next generation or next iteration of the PlayStation 5. So we have quite a few things we're going to go and talk about, kind of showcasing what this is, and I would also really much like to go and hear your thoughts down below on this one, because I'm sure a lot of people are kind of hyped up for this next-gen PS5, but at least we're kind of seeing now a little bit more conflicting information when it comes to what's actually going to be in it, how is it going to kind of work, and what the upgrades actually even are. So we're going to be talking about a lot of this throughout this video, so if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for Sony news, Restock news, or whatever, as well. Make sure you guys are also using the link tree down below for the PS5 giveaway instead of this channel for the PS5 giveaway. Twitter and Twitch stream, link down below if you guys want to follow. Amazon links, because we kept on seeing a lot of Amazon glitches last night if you guys just want to check and see casually. Of course, as well, we also have the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go get free Bitcoin. Like that video and definitely leave your comments down below on this one, because there's a lot of interesting stuff we're going to be going and covering. So when it comes to all this, boys, I'm going to be showcasing up two different things. Number one, we talked about more so on the actual major patent stuff that we talked about, and then number two, more so just on the overall information we showcased up before. So let's go talk about it. I want to go and showcase up one of the homie Spiel Times over here that actually made an article on this. Just want to give him some love because I feel like I've missed Spiel Times, missed the homie myself. But basically, Sony's working on a new PS5 model as filed by Patent Suggests. So the PS5, we're going to talk about this. I'm going to also go and showcase some other things too as well. But this is kind of an interesting thing that they did a lot of research on. So you guys have to give them lots of love and credit and the ad revenue themselves if you can. The PS5 is still on shortage, with the PS5 fans snatching up with numerous retailers. However, Sony recently registered a patent indicating that a new design is on the way, which I'm sure you guys have maybe seen us talk about this or discuss this on this. Also, my webcam's in such a weird spot where we've seen them showcased up a lot of different, like, either internal information. We had Hiroki Totoki go and mention stuff, which is a big Sony CEO up there. So we're kind of intrigued on what's going to be different when it comes to all these consoles. So this is actually some intriguing stuff we'll talk about more later on. But basically, the countless PS5 fans may be ecstatic at the possibility of a new PS5 design being developed so soon. Although it may not be significantly different from the standard PS5, as stated in the Sony patent, its only obvious difference to this version of PS5 is the Wi-Fi component within the console. So basically what they're saying on over here is the only major stuff they kind of saw in terms of these actual, like, you know, patent leaks is more so on the Wi-Fi. Now, we actually do have other information we've seen, not to go discredit this at all. I think this is very good and well researched and also cool to show. Just letting you guys know there's actually other stuff mixed in and we've covered before as well, at least based on the rumors. So the AW Wi-Fi unit will actually be replacing up the J20H100 Wi-Fi in the PS5 variant currently on the market. This implies that the new design will basically just modify the base PlayStation 5, similar to how the red box Nintendo Switch updated the internal model discreetly. So basically what they're trying to go and say over here is just based off the Wi-Fi information, which we can kind of look on over here. We can kind of go and see that we're seeing different types of more so Bluetooth information, different just types of internals, more so maybe on like 5G and 2.4G, etc. Basically just messing around with a lot of the internals. Now, I'm not sure exactly how in-depth these kind of are. If any of you guys are more on like the Wi-Fi or internal information, you guys are very welcome to maybe go take a look at this and see all the patent information. But this does kind of seem like there actually is confirmed changes, and I think that's a major point I want to focus on, that they are at least confirming some internals on the PlayStation 5. Now, at this point, we're not 100% guaranteed the most in-depth of like what's actually being changed, what's actually being moved, or how close it is going to be to the base PS5, but we've seen some other information, at least that we've also seen that there's some more internal upgrades as well, which we'll get to in a second. But basically, in case you guys are kind of curious on this is all from the actual PlayStation pens. You guys can mostly kind of look at this stuff and see this stuff a lot, which is always nice to kind of go and see. So basically, we are seeing improvements mixed on in. So basically, in Sony's latest PS5 pen, as reported by analyst Roberto Serrano, was submitted on the 26th of April, and then Serrano stated on Twitter that the Sony patent was formally certified on the 23rd of May, implying that a revamped PS5 design is already in development, which is very intriguing on over this. So basically, a lot of the stuff kind of just comes down to that they would at least have a slightly more, like, apparently better PS5 Wi-Fi signal. But I also wanted to go and touch on this too as well, is we've seen a lot of major things from previous articles that we reported on when it came to the PS5 Pro. So while the Spiel Times article itself, which is still a very good article, I'm not saying anything bad about it at all in any means. I'm saying I want you guys to like go and support them. I love Spiel Times. But when it comes to that stuff, they mainly focus more so on the internal upgrades that was leaked and confirmed. We have been seeing a lot of other reports over here, such as like DigiChimes and other different types of articles stating about the internals, which we've covered up on a previous video, just in case you guys missed it. We basically have seen a lot of like reports stating that the new PS5, essentially PS5 Pro, would be using a new semi-customized 6 nanometer CPU from AMD instead of the 7 nanometer custom 8-core AMD Z2 CPU found in the current PS5. So at least based on a lot of these rumors, based on like the previous, like all the leaks and stuff like that we've been seeing, is they do also want to go and improve up the CPU as well as also the GPUs as well. But also apparently too as well from all these actual other leaks from patents, it also may also have a slightly redesigned and upgraded PS5 Wi-Fi signal as well. So it's kind of more so kind of curious on how in depth they want to go for the PS5 Pro when it's being made, because they could either go either options. We could maybe just go and see a very similar console, just more streamlined, more normal, and it may even just even look like the current PS5, how it looks like right now, like just a nice big bulky box, but just maybe slightly realigned internals and slightly better internals, such as different hardware for the Wi-Fi, etc., and maybe made more just from different companies, etc. But as well, we also are seeing all these other leaks when it comes to these internals that are basically stating more powerful and more efficient consoles, though it's unclear why these new semiconductors would be easier to come by than the current ones. And that line right there on why these new semiconductors are harder or easier is maybe a big reason why they may not actually be updating the PS Pro, like for more so like, let me try to like backtrack this for a second. They may not be necessarily using this for like the PlayStation 5.1. So like here's my kind of random warrant on this. It might be a little bit convoluted, so hear me out. We might have a 1.0 PS5 that's out right now. Then maybe like just for a temporary measure, maybe like a PS5 1.1. So just a very slightly upgraded one that might be just very slightly changed, or pretty much the same as the current base PS5, kind of similar how they've done with the Switch, where they just remodel it very slightly. Or maybe a good example is like the Switch and the Switch Lite, where it's pretty much the same thing, but slightly a little bit different. It mostly works the same though, but just very, very slightly different. I think that's maybe a route they might be slowly working towards, or we might just be like, that might just be completely weird speculation, and all the things such as the Wi-Fi information we're seeing with the upgrades, as well as all these previous upgrades we've seen so far with these brand new CPUs and GPUs that are being slightly more upgraded to be a little bit more efficient and a little bit more like hardy as well, and it may just go completely skip up like a PlayStation 1.1 and to go straightly towards like a PS5 Pro. Hopefully I worded that kind of good. I think you guys are kind of getting it. So instead of like, we can maybe either see like just a one step or a massive leap, either or. We're just still not 100% sure, because until we actually have a proper confirmation from Sony themselves, it's more on the speculation side that we're seeing. But we are seeing these patents. They are public, so we do have to physically see these. They have to go and actually make those public. So we are able to go and sort through all this information and creep through it, which I think is very, very intriguing to go and see, especially whether we're kind of see either more PS5 consoles being made, which I'm sure most of you guys watching would be very, very down with, because more consoles means it's easier to go get, easier to have your friends go and help, etc., which is always good news. Or they're now starting to work towards the PlayStation Pro, which is also very good news too as well, because it also would mean more consoles being made, and as well just a chance for us to upgrade our consoles maybe like in a 2 or 3 years time, which is really typical because we usually do see a lot of PS5 PS4 Pros at some point, or next gen, like middle gen Xboxes that do float around, especially when it comes to them just trying to improve the console design or anything of the sort. But very intriguing information showing around when it comes to all this stuff. I'm one of those people, I really do hope they have a chance to start making either more consoles or even having a slightly like redesigned PS5 as well, because I want you guys to get your consoles, and I know there's still millions of people out there that are still waiting very patiently to go and get their PlayStation 5s. So let's go and see. This is very cool news though, very cool patent leaks as well for the PS5 Pro, or whatever it's going to be called, PS5 1.2, 2.0, whatever you're going to go call it. So very, very nifty news flowing around. So of course, always good luck to Spiel Times, the homies, and of course, Forbes as well, just for existing. But for all this, I know it's a lot of information floating around. I would love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. Very intriguing patent stuff to go and see as well. Love to kind of see if you guys think this leads into anything, if it's kind of lame, if you guys are even excited for the PS Pro, and all that stuff out there, because I'm very excited to go and see this, and especially with the Switch Pro on the way, or at least being rumored on to as well as of recent, that's also very intriguing news to go and see on top of that. So let me know your thoughts, let me know all your comments. I think this is very intriguing stuff to go and see, and I love you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys leave a like or comment down below your thoughts. Make sure you guys are subscribed for the PS5 giveaway going on the channel itself, or use the bonus entries for the Linktree links as well. Make sure you guys go and follow the Twitter and Twitch stream if you guys would like to, and of course, sign up for Webull, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys up on the next one.